Upgrades.
Hi guys, this is Natasha with Team JVS, and I am here to continue the Wheel of Time premiere with my review of episode 2 titled Strangers and Friends. Y'all, there's a lot to unpack. The pacing this episode was better. We got to see Ran and Matt a little bit more, and Moraine has revealed that Ashamio is not the Dark One, but one of the Forsaken. I mean, he kind of hinted at it in the first episode. My conflict with this is, how did she figure this out? Was that from the scroll Bale gave her, or did she figure that out after episode 8? More context, please. Moraine stay revealing things, but at the same time, not revealing anything. If breadcrumbing was a person, it would be Moraine. The San-Chan raid. Nice touch on the fog. The fight choreo was great, especially with Masima, Inktar, and Uno. I was like, okay, I see you, Masima. I love that we got a little taste of that Ogier rage with Loyal. However, he was roaring a little too much. And why have the channelers walk up and pause like that? Just attack. The weaves were cool though. Also, some of the camera work, like when the soldiers were moving Perrin, reminded me of season 1, episode 1. The attack at Beltane, and then in the cold open in episode 3. I was a little disappointed by the hanging of the Murdraw. It was creepy, but I was just expecting to be chilled to the bone. If there was some form of other torture on it, and if they just didn't do a close-up where you can tell that's a dummy, that may have been better. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that was a letdown. Perrin's powers are coming along. I am wondering if we're gonna see another part of his powers soon. I mean, we saw a hint of him really liking the smell of raw meat. Also, Elias, he loves to do this. I also like the intro of Elendra Khan, the daughter heir of Andor. Look at her making moonshine with the one power, practically. I also loved her calling out Egwene on her jealousy, like, talk that talk. And it was very on par when Egwene was nonplussed when Elaine introduced herself as the daughter heir. Great reveal of the man that Liandrin meets at North Harbor. Nynaeve's stalkerish ways continues to pay off. Not only that, but she's found a way to sneak out of the tower if need be. So, of course, I'm wondering, who the baby daddy? A part of me wants to know more of Liandrin's past. However, the writing feels convoluted. Think about it. The irony that Liandrin has a son. Then, on top of it, you didn't learn enough healing to save him yourself? Heck, you could have left him somewhere for the Yellow Sister to heal him and send him on his way. I mean, were you that worried that someone was going to make a connection? And especially if you did it anonymously? I mean, is this why the other novice died in your care? I mean, did she also discover the secret? I thought it was tongue-in-cheek how they keep mentioning Nynaeve being the most powerful channeler in 1,000 years. Redundancy is a thing. I would have a serious hangover if I had to take a shot every time that phrase was mentioned in the books. So y'all are getting a taste of that, okay? Matt and Min are the duo I didn't know I needed, and I'm excited for it. Him not wanting to know about his future is different. I am concerned about the vision that she had. I mean, however, Donald Flynn is giving me hints of the charming and funny Matt that I know and love, so no issue so far in his portrayal. Hey, Selene. I do like the placement of her throughout the episode, especially at the beginning where she's creeping up next to him, like his conscience, and her wordplay was excellent, very tongue-in-cheek. I'm wondering if the person Rand wants to forget is either Egwene or Dana. Let me know in the comments if you think Rand would have hooked up with Dana if he had moved on sooner from Egwene. I do like that we finally get to see Rand and Logain briefly. I also like that he made a connection with one of the patients. It reminds me of his relationship with his dad a little, plus the guy fought in the Aiel War, so there's that tie-in too. We also find out that he's learning how to use the Heronmark sword. There is an upside to that and a downside. The upside is that we know that he's learning. I would have liked to have seen him do some forms and then have it revealed where he was learning it from. The downside I'll talk about later. I was Team Rand when he beat up that guy that was messing with his patient. I'm like, get him. But I also understand that him using the power doesn't help with his psyche. And I thought I heard a few voices inside Rand when he was beating up the dude, as he was walking in the hospital, and then when he was looking outside the morning after his nightmare. I'm thinking that's either Luz Theron or Ishamael. Either or, it's kind of hard to tell. With Karian, I like the buildings used both in the city and in the outskirts where Rand is staying, and I definitely love the wardrobe so far. On point. Another issue that I'm having is that there are moments that should be shown versus telling. For example, the story of how Lan and Moraine met. I would have loved to have seen a flashback instead of just the retelling. So you start the story, then give us the flashback with a voiceover up until maybe Moraine was thrown in the water. I think that would have been a good backup point, and then back to the present. I think if we had the actual flashback, Moraine's and Lan's tiff would have resonated more. I'm also conflicted about her conversation with Farron. I loved it because it reminded me of a similar conversation that was in The Great Hunt. But the acting was great in that scene, but a part of me wishes Varen had met Rand before having that conversation. Okay, so warning, for those that have not read the books at all nor finished the series, please exit now and make sure you watch my reviews of the later episodes as they air. So this is your last warning. Okay, we good? Okay, cool. Cool beans. We got a name drop. It was suspected last week, but now we know for sure that Mazrim Taim is going to be on the show, and I am excited. Cat Swain was also name dropped by Elaine. So I'm wondering, did Elaine cover for Elida with Sheridan's punishment? Just wondering. When Rand was dreaming, I initially thought we were getting the aftermath of when he killed the people in the caravan in book 3, but nope. I'm also really hoping we see Lan teach Rand the sword forms. I mean, that's the part that I was kind of disappointed at as far as him learning the forms already. I love how we first meet Selene at night, close to dawn. I also think that by them having a situationship, her going ham at the boat docks, which we should get, or something similar, it just makes it way more intense. I also liked how Nynaeve defended men with the one power from Leandrin. Girl, they are not a disease. Talk your talk, Nynaeve. So nice foreshadowing there for her helping Rand heal the madness. Also with Leandrin, I liked it better when she didn't really have a good reason to set up Egwene and co with the Sanchan. It just made it more obvious that she was Black Aja, which I liked. I think now that Nynaeve discovered her secret to her deal with the Sanchan is to get rid of her. That adds another layer to it. I also think that jealousy and the slight rift in their relationship will be even more pronounced after Egwene's capture. We'll see. Is anyone else hoping to see that funny drunk scene with Elaine after seeing her with moonshine? I know I am. I just think it will just be a nice funny moment. I am disappointed that we still have not met Elida, Gawain, or Galad. It just would have been nice to see them, or at least help her drop her off her stuff, and that would have been, nice to see her with Egwene. I don't know how I feel about men's vision of Mat stabbing Rand, because that appears to be replacing Padan Fain stabbing Rand. And this is something that has the potential to go completely left. Are they changing the lore of men's vision so it's possible to change the future? Does this give more depth to Mat's character? Yes. Does it give more conflict and drama towards Mat's redemption? Yes. However, this would change the trajectory of his friendship with Rand, and that's what I don't want. With Perrin being completely knocked out when the Sanchan attacked, was he in the wolf dream? It's just weird that he, with his enhanced senses, he wouldn't feel the danger in the air. There's time to grow that skill for sure, as well as smelling emotions, which I hope we get. So, those are my thoughts for episode 2. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button so you'll know when Team JVS drops new content. Let me know your comments of the episode below. Again, if you are going to include book spoilers, please put a spoiler warning. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Filing out the top of
I can see skyline, 50 mile radius. summertime nights. Ain't nothing on my mind. Oh no.